She's self-built.
Wow.
So I need to rebuild you. It's kind of like a phoenix out of the ashes. And the way that he did it, honestly, this book, like when y'all start reading the book and when other people decide to read the book, other women decide to read the book, it'll take you on your own personal journey. Like, this is not really my story. This is our story.
So what's up? It's your girl Starr.
What's up? It's Toy.
And you're on another episode of
Straight Up with Starr and Toy.
So we have this amazing book author here today, Danielle Wilson.
Woo!
Yes, welcome. And the name of her book is Things I Wish My Mother Taught Me. So, like, we're gonna hop right in.
Do you hear the title, honey?
I know it. When I read
I wish my mother taught me.
It's heavy.
Yes.
Can you just think of a million things that you wish your mom had taught you?
Okay.
Right.
Right. Mistakes that you could have avoided.
Yeah.
Girl, we gotta get into this.
So starting out, what sparked the idea of the book?
Okay, so growing up, I loved reading, and I always knew that one day I would write a book. But I wanted to write something for my daughter.
Okay.
But I don't have a daughter.
Okay.
So I knew that I always wanted to do something like that. And so, you know how life keeps going on. Things get busy. You go on. I built a career. I did a lot of things. And then I got laid off maybe 2 years ago. And it was this window where I had nothing else to do. And so the story y'all want the whole story? Or y'all just want like
straight up story.
I'm trying to tell you.
So I was at the height of my life, the height of my career, like everything, well, at my little age, what I thought was the height of my career. You know, I was getting married too. I had the husband that I wanted. I had the man that I wanted. I had the career that I wanted. I was making the money. I was like the most money I ever made in my life. And I'm planning this huge wedding. Like, I'm talking about 20-foot train. Like, we just doing the whole nine. And I have the friends that I think that I want. And just things just start falling apart. So you know how you grow up and in your life you're thinking to yourself, if I have this, if I have that, if I have this, and everything's gonna be perfect.
Yes.
I had everything on my little vision board that I wanted, and things just was just tumbling, and I just could not figure out what's going on. And what I later found out was the Lord was making things fall apart so that I can begin to focus. He started stripping me real early in 2022. And once he started, first he started in 2021, and then he continued until 2022, until 2023 when I got laid off. That's when I was like complete, like nothing. I don't have no job, I don't have nothing. And I'm sitting there, and the Lord is telling me, everything that you've been doing with your life, like you've been going so fast, that's gonna kill you. Because being ambitious, I know y'all know, being ambitious comes with a lot of anxiety. It comes with a lot of stress. It comes with a lot of you carrying pressure on your shoulders. And so I remember hearing his voice telling me that in my spirit, and I was like, what is he talking about? And basically he wanted me to come back to him. So in that little time period when I got laid off, I didn't have nothing else to do but to figure out what he was talking about. And so that's when I went back to him. And then going back to him, I found myself. And it started this healing journey, this deep, intensive healing journey that I was not ready for. And it explained a lot of the reasons why some of the people that were in my life were snakes. I was attracting snakes because of deficiencies within me. All these different things that I was dealing with, God helped me unpack it. And then he gave me the words to put it in a book. And so that's the healing journey. And that's what I put in the book for women, because we're not all a monolith, but whether you're a CEO of a company or you're a stay-at-home mom, all of us have trauma. And all of us have dealt with things that we do not know how to handle, because there's nobody there that told you that that's real. And so this book not only validates a lot of women experiences, but it discusses it, it breaks it down, and it helps you it's a mirror to you, and it helps you walk into where you're trying to go, so that you can be a better mother, you can be a better wife, you can be a better CEO, a better entrepreneur, you can be anything that you want to be, but you're more grounded. This book is definitely a frequency changer.
Wow, what
I
an
love
introduction.
it. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
So is that look, whenever I was looking at the title, I was like, what is
I
that?
know.
This is looking so good. And I wanted so hard to try to read it before we did it, but I just had so much going on. Like, okay, so oh my God.
I'm just blown away from
Me
the
too.
reasoning behind it, because when God got a hold of you, like, that has to be
Right.
just a feeling out of this world.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something. I am a woman that's used to moving very, very fast.
Mhm.
I'm extremely ambitious.
Mhm.
So I need to have everything, all my ducks in a row.
Mhm.
5 years need to be planned out. I need to already have my reasoning, and I need to be in control.
Mhm.
And when the Lord started stripping things from me, I was confused because I'm in control of my life, but I can't control this stuff.
Mhm.
And I don't know if y'all ever been in a situation where just things are just falling apart, and it doesn't matter what you do, you just cannot
You
control.
just feel like you can't bounce back.
Yeah, you can't bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of that moment of that breaking me all the way, like God was telling me, listen, I'm not doing this to break you. I'm not doing this because I hate you. I'm doing this because I'm trying to reroute you.
Mhm.
There's something about you that I want to use, but you don't have the tools, because who you are today, I can't use it. I can't do anything with her.
Mhm.
She's self-built.
Wow.
So I need to rebuild you. It's kind of like a phoenix out of the ashes. And the way that he did it, honestly, this book, like, when y'all start reading the book and when other people decide to read the book, other women decide to read the book, it'll take you on your own personal journey. Like, this is not really my story. This is our story.
Mhm.
So,
I like that.
I think so.
I like that.
no, because seriously, it's like, whenever I think about the brokenness in women, like, for example, you see a lot of cattiness with women.
Mhm.
And you're like, okay, I don't understand this jealousy. I don't understand this envy. I don't understand why she would hate on me. I don't understand why she would even start a rumor like that. It's
something
brokenness.
within.
Yes, it's something
Yes.
within. It's a level of brokenness
Yeah.
that she doesn't even know that she has.
Mhm.
So she's partnered up with spirits, and she's partnered up with energies that is now using to not only destroy herself and her destiny, but to destroy yours too.
Mhm.
And so as I was learning about this book, it really first started off when I was on my healing journey. The first part of the healing was dealing with women friendships,
Mhm.
because I had a lot of trauma with it.
Mhm.
Like, people don't talk about it, but you know, you have like romantic relationships, breakups,
Yeah.
but those girlfriend breakups
Yes.
are the worst.
Yes.
Like,
Because we really get close to each other.
Yeah.
Like, when you like, look, you're my sister for real.
You're my
Right.
real
We
sister.
friends forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, you just don't see it no other way. So,
and it's like, how can I live my life without you type stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was doing my wedding, I don't know if I had about 8 bridesmaids. First of all, I wasn't going to do bridesmaids, but one of my clients convinced me, girl, you got to do bridesmaids because you getting married. Let's go.
Mhm.
So I said, okay. I had 8 bridesmaids, and out of nowhere, they just was like, they didn't want to be my bridesmaids.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what you mean you don't want to be my bridesmaids? It's not even towards the wedding yet. We ain't do no bachelorette. We didn't do no bridal shower. We didn't do nothing. This all stemmed from the fact that one of the girls did not get to have a wedding.
Mhm.
And I was having a wedding. And so I think it kind of drudged something up within her and reminded her of, like, because she used to always talk about it. She's always, before I got engaged, she used to always talk about how she wasn't able to have her wedding. Her family did this, but I'm young. I didn't know that would be like a real, like, soft spot for her.
Yeah.
So as I'm
A
planning my
trigger.
wedding, a trigger. So as I'm planning my wedding, she start feeling some type of way, like a lot of jealousy and envy towards it. And at the time, I'm not picking it up because I'm just like, girl, you know, I don't have that in my heart. So I'm just like, I don't know.
Mhm.
And then it sparked this thing in the group where she basically turned like maybe 5 girls from like being my bridesmaids.
Mhm.
wow.
And I was like, because she was kind of the head, she was kind of quote unquote the head girl of the
Okay.
group. Okay.
Okay.
And she kind of turned like those girls away from like wanting to be a part of the bridal party.
Wow.
And I remember being dumped as a bride. I'm like, I'm getting dumped?
Right.
That's crazy.
I know.
And to start off, you didn't even want to.
I didn't even want to.
Right.
And I was like, dang. And she's the reason why I did it.
Wow. That is.
Wow. So do you feel like it was kind of intentional?
Right.
Because it had to be like playing in your mind. Like, did you do this on purpose?
Right.
You know what? I think that she unintentionally did it because it's like we were talking about the trigger point. She didn't really deal with whatever it was with her own wedding.
Okay.
And so I got this a lot. I don't know how y'all experiences was when y'all got married.
Mm-hmm.
How that was planning a wedding. You start to see a lot of things that you didn't pick up before, and things start getting really, really weird.
Yeah,
and
people
start
getting a little weird.
People start getting a little bit weird.
Like, girl, the whole another side is coming out.
I was confused, and you know, my mama didn't warn me about this.
Okay.
I had to find it out on my own. I wish you would have told me. Okay, but I was like, wait, why are y'all getting weird? What's going on? And so she was one of the girls, and I was just like, okay. Boom. So then I get dumped by those 5 girls. Of course, my cousin couldn't fly in time for the wedding, so she wasn't able to make it to the wedding. And then another one of the girls, it was down to my best friend and another girl that she wasn't my best friend, but she was close enough. Like we were like this, you know, we grew up together. She started being weird.
Girl, what is up with the bride tribe?
No.
She started getting very weird, like so.
Situations will expose people for exactly who they are.
But the entire squad, like that is weird. Like you said, everybody.
And I'm gonna get to why it was happening. I'm gonna get to why it was happening.
Okay.
Oh, somebody better give me some answers. I would sabotage my wedding, baby, at all.
Right. That is.
So the friend that I was telling y'all about, you know, she was close to being, you know, like she wasn't my best friend, but she was close to it. She just started. Okay, she was already married to her husband for about 5 years, but she wanted to do a vow renewal. When I got engaged, she wanted to do a vow renewal. I was like, oh, that's a wonderful idea. Let's go. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it 2 years from now. So I got engaged. You know, you usually, when you get engaged, you usually do like, you know, the engagement, then you get married like the next year. So hers is 2 years from now. So it was supposed to be a year after my wedding, or I'm not too sure if it was. Yeah, it was supposed to be a year after my wedding. Girl, she starts being very weird. Like she just stops showing up to things. Like I have like a bridal shower, I have a bachelorette. She don't show up or nothing. But then the next week she invites me to her bridal shower. That's technically it's 2 years from now because my wedding is a year away. So you know how you have everything leading up to the wedding. So it's not really until the wedding, but for her it was 2 years away. For me, it's a year from my wedding.
Yeah.
We have a year to do everything that you want for your wedding. She starts trying to like have everything mixed in with mine so that
she wanted the attention that
she wanted she wanted the attention that I was getting, and so I couldn't focus. Because I did everything for my wedding. So I couldn't really focus on my wedding because I was trying to be a good friend for her. So I'm shuffling back and forth. And I didn't really notice it until one of her friends got pregnant. And she wanted to get pregnant at the same time too. So she's starting to plan her pregnancy. Wow. But the thing is, before her friend got pregnant, okay, she had said that she was done having kids. But when her friend gets pregnant, she now wants to get pregnant again. That's when I kind of was like, oh, this is not just about me. This is just
a problem
her not being able to a problem within her. Her not being able to juggle whatever it is, securities within her that then make her lash out.
Yeah.
And so basically, I only had a maid of honor, which is my best friend at my wedding.
Wow. After all of that.
Yes. Right. And so after all that, when I'm at home after being laid off, I have to deal with this stuff. I have to deal with this trauma because I'm asking God, what's wrong with me? Because I'm on social media, I'm seeing all these girls. They have all these bridesmaids. They have all these friends. They have all these people that are supporting them, that are celebrating them. What's wrong with me? Why am I not able to keep friends? Why am I not able to have loving relationships? Why is it whenever it's time for me to do something, if I graduate it's all this weird energy towards me. And as I started praying and asking him, he was showing me the deficiencies within me.
Wow.
Because I was attracting certain type of people because of my brokenness.
Wow.
I didn't have a certain level of value for myself. So how was I going to see a snake in the grass if I'm blind? You can't see a snake in the grass if you're blind. And when he started dealing with me, he started teaching me about dealing with my insecurities, self-rejection, forgiveness, all these different things. And this book, I dive into what it is to forgive yourself, what it is to, as a child, whenever, let's say, you have to deal with mother wounds, because I know I have mother wounds, how that affects you as an adult. Because one of the things I learned on this healing journey is we are all just little kids, we just have big bodies. You're still that little girl.
Yeah.
And so whenever that little girl gets triggered, you lash out, except now you have money, now you have a job, now whatever, but you're still lashing out. And so I was learning about my insecurities, my deficits as a woman. I had an issue with people pleasing. I had an issue with rejection. Because I want to be a part of a group.
I was the same way. I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want you to like me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna deal with you bullying me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna deal with you doing this and doing that. I'm gonna deal with you sabotaging me. Maybe I do need to get better clothes because I don't fit into this group like that. So maybe I do need to try this. I do need to try that. I do need to get a better career because maybe you don't respect me enough because I don't have a career that I can sit with you ladies. So maybe if I get a Chanel, right? Maybe if I get a nice car, maybe if I get a handsome husband, you're gonna accept me, and then I'm gonna be a part of the group, and then we can all be sisters.
That is deep.
And it's like it never worked out.
That is so deep. I can relate to that on many levels. I felt the same exact way, like how to be accepted and like still be yourself though, like, because I was a very nice person, always worried about other people over myself, putting people before me, like just so I can like have that peace, like of having
a
people,
little small piece.
So like it was like in my adult years I kind of saw that, like I look back and realized man, like I was really like people pleasing.
Yes. That that doesn't just affect your friendship, it affects the type of men you choose. It affects the type of work environments you tolerate. You'll be applying to certain jobs and the work environments are toxic and you will stay there for years, letting those people abuse you.
Just running over you. Yes.
You getting no raise, girl, but you sitting over here doing all this work, back and forth, running back and forth, and they always passing you over for somebody else, but you stay there. Because you're used to the dysfunction. You're used to the abuse. You'll stay with a man that you know he has no love for you. He does not see you as an individual. As a matter of fact, he's the prize. But you'll stay with him. You'll deal with his mess. You'll deal with his lies. And you'll make excuses and you'll cheapen yourself because you just want a piece of something.
And deep down, I know you feel like something isn't right, but you just can't, like you just can't shake it or just let it out. I had someone actually ask me, like, Toya, what gets you upset? What makes you mad? What makes you angry? Because every time I see you, you're just bubbly and you're like, it's like nothing bothers you. And I'm like, I don't even know, because I've really never gotten to that point where I just explode. So I was like, I don't know. And maybe it's because I'm too worried about, like you said, trying to appease everybody and everything that I never even had. I never experienced an explosion because I just hold it in. Like hold it in, and I'm feeling some kind of way, like, Lord, this is not right. It just feels eerie, but I just can't let it out.
Wow, that's so deep, because
that is deep.
I've been like that all of my life. How my parents, how I was raised in my household, it was like a very totalitarian. Okay, the parents, they finna say whatever they gotta say, girl, you better shut up.
A lot of people grew up like that. You listen and I say, and you don't get to say.
You need to be seen.
Right.
Not her. That's right.
Right.
So growing up, when you grow up like that as a kid, think about what that does to you as an adult. Because now as an adult,
Silence issues.
yes,
Yeah.
you're taught to be compliant. You're not taught to ask questions. You're not taught to go against the grain.
Can't advocate for yourself. Can't speak up and say,
Absolutely.
"This is what I want." Yeah.
They were parents. Like,
Right.
don't you? It's like you just knew. And what about that look though? When they gave you that look, and
Right.
you just knew, like they didn't have to say a word.
Or when they were like this.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
I'm
That
so
right
glad
there.
I do so different with my boys. Like, we're having a conversation whenever I'm disciplining, because I want to see, how did you get to that mindset of where you thought that was okay for you to do it. I need to know more about, them. So that, but
That's a
I
good way
grew
to
up like
parent though. Like
Yeah.
if you want to get an understanding
yes,
of where their mind is.
Yes.
So what made them make that decision to do
Yes.
that. Like that's a good way to parent.
It's
Yeah.
conscious parenting. Because
Yes.
you're trying to connect with your
Mhm.
offspring. You're not
Yes.
just tolerating them
yes,
or just keeping them alive.
yes,
And you want them to be open with you.
Right.
If they can't come to you,
right.
as
Then
a
they'll
safe zone,
may end
then
up going to somebody
they'll
else.
go to someone else.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. Because we didn't have nothing else.
Yeah.
And so growing up in an environment like that, as I got older and I had to take charge of my own life, now I'm in college, now I'm doing my first job,
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak up. I can't tell men no. I can't tell the workplace no. I can't tell friends no. You know what that looks like in your life. You just can't tell anybody no. And men know that you can't say no because they prey on women like that.
Mm-hmm.
The workplace knows that you can't say no. They prey on women like that. Other women know that about you. You're picky. They prey on women like that.
Wow.
And so all you do, you have this revolving energy of people. They don't necessarily like you. You're just somebody who will never say no. And so you're going to be in here not really because you're a priority to us, but because you won't say no.
Right.
And you're so
And
unhappy.
the flip side of that is like me. I'm a big no person. Like, I don't know how I got that. No, and don't even mind. Won't think nothing about it. But the flip side of it is that people call you mean.
Oh, they hate it.
People think you are just the worst person. Don't go over. I don't care because I don't. Right. Yes, people hate boundaries. So they try to make out like you're an angry black woman just because you have boundaries. Just because you use your voice, they feel like, oh, she's you know what I'm saying? I'm just stating how I feel.
Exactly. She's the total opposite of what
we
it's like I'm now learning boundaries.
Yeah.
I'm learning that it's okay
Yeah.
to not want to do something or to
Yeah.
tell someone no, I don't want to, and you shouldn't have to sacrifice that.
Right.
And one thing that my therapist told me was you don't have to put on a show for nobody.
Right.
And that stuck with me. I'm like, wow, is that what I've been doing? Like putting on a show?
Yeah.
She was like, you don't have to entertain nobody.
Surely
And
don't.
like that kind of like I'm just like, you're right. Like I don't have to show out for you. Like I can be me. Like I'm learning that more and more and more. Like as anybody would tell you, I am definitely not that person. Like I kind of like
hang around me more, you are gonna be filled
I don't have it in
I
me.
swear.
It's like I just
You finished this book.
Right.
yeah, like I just
Before you even put it down, nope.
and like sometimes it makes me so upset that I'm like that because I am literally a loving person. Like I like to put smiles on people's faces and I like to see other people happy.
I think it's a good thing. I think you just need moderation with it because I think it's a good thing, for me to have strong boundaries, but I need to put moderation on it sometimes too, because sometimes I could literally, I could literally just be so just me, like, I'm not doing that. Nope. And I just need to have some moderation about it. So, but it's good,
Yeah, because like y'all are saying about moderation, it's like that comes with like a level of healing because you feel safe to say no, but at the same time you feel safe enough to protect yourself, and to also allow yourself to be open. It takes a level of strength to be open, but it also takes a level of strength to protect yourself. And that's what I've learned on this journey. It's like me suppressing, like I was imprisoned My voice was taken from me.
That's the word there.
It's like you want to say no, but you can't.
Yeah.
Yes.
People can take advantage of your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit.
Yeah.
But you are imprisoned. And all they're doing is puppeteering you.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like a puppet. I felt like a doll. I felt like a showgirl because I was always being puppeted around.
Mm-hmm.
What my mom thinks I'm going to do, what my dad thinks I'm going to do, what my friends, I could never find me.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so on this journey, I learned that you can say no, but that no doesn't come from a level of rebellion. It comes from self-security.
Yes.
Right? Who am I? If I don't like pink, why am I going to say yes to pink?
Mm-hmm.
No, I just don't like pink. And it's okay. They're not going to beat you up.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to eat you. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to talk to that little girl.
Right.
Yes.
We have to talk to that little girl who
Yes.
said, like, you're safe. It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't need another bag.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they don't like you or they didn't want to invite you to that, so now you need to go get another trinket.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get another $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a better house here. I need to do this. I need to do that because of rejection. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to see somebody
okay.
on social media have X, Y, and Z. You don't. It's okay.
Right.
And I really needed God's help with that because it's very difficult because it's you. You can't see yourself. So I needed God to like in prayer really like shift my lens and like help me see me.
Yeah.
And so he would intentionally put up situations. So as I was writing this book, hell was breaking.
Mm-hmm.
He would put me in situations where I would meet old friends that have like that I have cried about.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been like, what did I do? I don't understand what I did to y'all. Like, why am I not cool enough to sit with you girls?
Mm-hmm.
And he would intentionally, after he would teach me about forgiveness and letting things go and being enough, I would have to meet them girls. Like, he would orchestrate something. I'm like on the north side of Georgia, and I'm like, what are y'all doing here? And then they would do something that would trigger up that trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when the Lord would be like, okay, listen, it's still here. And I need you to know that it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hear him in my spirit telling me, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine, you're safe. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're behaving this way
Mm-hmm.
doesn't minimize you as a woman. And that's one example of friendships. Like I talked about friendships, but in this book, I don't just discuss friendships.
Mm-hmm.
I discuss relationships, romantic relationships.
Okay.
I discuss internal relationships within yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you deal with yourself.
It's so key.
It's key
Mm-hmm.
because after I went through this whole thing, one of the hardest things about this journey was learning forgiveness, but forgiving myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because part of my journey was some of the stuff I perpetuated it. As I got older, some of it I allowed it
Mm-hmm.
because I was scared, because I wanted something and I had to forgive myself for not protecting myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember sitting in the living room for days like, well, I don't know.
Wow.
And I don't know and I never thought about it, but can I forgive you?
Mm-hmm.
And once I was able to forgive myself, it was a level of freedom because you only think about forgiving other people. You never think about forgiving yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that is when I got a level of freedom. And I noticed with a little bit of work, like every month that passed, my voice got stronger.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to say, no, I really don't feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
My intuition, my discernment got better because
Yes.
I would meet somebody new and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't think I think they're trying to use me for my resources, not really for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put up a boundary. Whereas before, I spent my whole time performing to attempt to get this person to see me as who I am, to validate. And it's just like, this book was written for healing. It's supposed to be paired with therapy.
Okay.
So you pair it with your therapist.
Okay.
Because that's what I did.
Oh, that's interesting.
I love
Yeah.
that
So like not
much.
like physically like you take the book to your therapist.
Right.
But as you're
you
reading
going through
and
it.
you're reflecting about your own experiences,
Yeah.
now you have something to talk about in therapy.
Yes.
I didn't realize that like I was insecure as a little girl or this happened to me.
Mhm.
And your therapist helps you like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right.
Pull up.
Yes.
And it's also supposed to be paired with God because there are things in my journey I also learned that there are things within your spirit and your soul that are locked up.
Mm-hmm.
There is something called soul fragmentation.
Mm-hmm.
So soul fragmentation is when you go through certain things in your life that causes trauma and it just creates rifts within your soul.
Mm-hmm.
And within there, if you don't heal those rifts, you'll always have inadequacies.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are shopaholics. You're thinking that they're shopaholics just because they like to shop, when in reality, something when they were little, like they're trying to heal that thing and they're using
Yes.
clothes, like they're using,
Yes. It's
diamonds.
a self-medication of
It's
something.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so soul fragmentation, when you're going through the healing of your soul, you'll notice that some things you may not eat 5 cheeseburgers.
Mm-hmm.
You just may not, because I don't know, something inside of your soul is healed.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I noticed that I was always shopping. And someone would trigger me, I'm outside shopping.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get this, I need to get that, I need to get this. And not only was it shopping, but it was like accomplishments and accolades.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the reasons why I was so proud of being an engineer is because it gave me a level of like identity. Like, you can't talk to me any type of way. Like, I have a good job. You know, I live here, I do this, I do. And when the Lord was like healing me and bridging that little girl and encouraging me and telling me it's okay, I got healed in a way where I can now introduce myself and say, I'm Danielle Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And I just
Okay,
exist.
and that's it, right? And that's it, period.
You don't need to know what I do, what I make. You don't.
Yeah.
It's okay. Even if I'm a bum on the street, I'm
Right.
still a human.
Yes.
That is validated by the Most High God.
Yes.
And so I can sit with any woman in a room.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. And I think that is the core of womanhood and femininity.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to ground yourself. Whether you have a successful business, you don't you don't hold on to the fact that you have this big business to be able to tell yourself that you're a good woman, you're powerful, you're this.
Mm-hmm.
No. Whether you have a business or you don't, whether you're a bum on the street or you're not,
Mm-hmm.
you're still a woman. You
Right.
still vibrate with that integrity.
Yes.
And so that is what I wanted to give to the world with this book.
That is
Girl,
so
that is definitely.
good. That is so.
I mean,
Good.
you hit a lot of triggers within me just
Yeah.
talking because I'm just
Yeah.
relating to a lot that you're saying.
Yeah.
And one thing that stood out was like being the bigger person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in a way, it was a good thing, but in a way, it was also a weakness. Because I'm like, I'm always being the bigger person in every situation. But now I'm still going to be that, but I'm going to also just let you know how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just not going to ignore it anymore. Like, I'm definitely going to call it out. And like, however you take it is how you take it. But
Right.
at least I feel better by letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you have an understanding of where I stand and where I come from, versus it usually be I hold it in. Just hold it in, don't say nothing. And then the person just feel like they got all this power. Like, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give you that. Like, no, I'm and it doesn't have to be a bash. Like, you don't have to come at a person like a child. Like, there's a way to get your message across
Right.
without just coming at them like you about to beat them up. Like, no, I just genuinely let you know, like, hey, I didn't agree to that, or this is how it made me feel. And I just felt like you needed to know that, whether it kills our relationship or friendship, at least you know where I stand.
And see, that's good that you said that, because with me, I've been working on having a balance to that, because growing up, I didn't have a voice. And so whenever I first got the freedom to have a voice, oh, you about to hear everything I got to say. Like, that's why I was
a real boost of confidence.
Yes, that's why I was so strong on the no, because I didn't used to get to say no. Now I'm gonna use it It's no. But I've been, working, or God has been working with me to have a balance of that, because maybe a no wasn't needed at that time. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I could, sit and hear people out, but I didn't mind. So that's good.
Yeah, like that was really deep though. Yeah. And the meaning behind the book.
Right. Also, what I like is whenever you talked about forgiving yourself as a woman. I'm a life coach, so whenever I'm talking with different women, I always hear, them having shame about, just different things that they'll have shame for within themselves. Mm-hmm. And I have to tell them, like, see yourself as God sees you. That is what I tell myself all the time. Like, if you see yourself as God sees you, like, you don't need nothing else. No
other validation.
No other validation.
That is powerful. Like, if we just live within the person that God wants us to be.
Yes.
Nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters. Yeah.
Like, that's a good way to put it.
You can start to have grace for your own self. Yeah. Like, you don't have to have shame for this like a million years, but I understand why certain women hold on to certain shame about different things, but you don't need to have it. God been forgave you, so you can forgive yourself. People make mistakes. Like, people do things. Sometimes you mess up. And I have to have a lot of grace for myself, too, because in me being so, strong and rigid, and it's hard, I have to just be like, just come on now, girl. Like, get it together.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. And that's the way I want to really live. And that's how we got to live within that. Yeah. What is God telling you to do? Just like our guest, Karen, we was talking about, her, doing this affiliate thing and charging this fee. And like, she doesn't back down, or she doesn't change the fee or change the amount, because that's not what God told her to do.
Right. Because as God sees her, he determines her worth and what the fee should be.
So that makes so much sense. Yeah. Like, she's following what God says, regardless. So I like that, and I'm gonna have to use that, incorporate that more into my life. Like, if He said do it, and don't worry about nobody else.
Right.
Nobody else. I like that.
Giving yourself grace, and then another thing is that we do not realize that the way that we treat ourselves is how we treat other people.
Yes.
And it's like, within this book, we also explore that. Like, how you treat yourself is how you would treat people. So if you do not give yourself grace, you will not have grace for other people.
Yeah.
If you do not love yourself, you will not love other people.
Yeah.
And throughout this journey, I noticed that my heart softened for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I started being more patient with people. I started having a level of empathy for people that I didn't have before. Mm-hmm. Because you start having love and empathy for yourself. You start having patience for yourself. Mm-hmm. And it's like, the scriptures say, love your brothers as yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to first start with you. And when I say start with you, I don't mean in a superficial sense of like you sit in a mirror and you big yourself up. No, I mean really like, see yourself for who you are and how God sees you. Yes. And if you are insecure, don't run away from it. Right. Don't ever run away.
Explore it, really. Why am I feeling insecure about stuff? Yes. What has made me this way? Backtrack and go through some of the things.
Deal with her.
Yes.
Or she will deal with you.
Yes.
And see, my only thing about having the empathy for others, so like, every time I do something or do something for someone, it comes from a genuine place. Mm-hmm. Like, I really do care. And it's like, I empathize with people, and like, it's being real. I'm real towards it. But like, in return, it's like you always get the fakeness. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, like, nobody is real back. Mm-hmm. Like, I would
say two things. Whenever you doing things, you should never even think about what somebody's going to do back. You just can't live like that, because you could be going to give 100% and they're not going to give anything back. And that's just, I hate it, but that's just how life is. But then two, what was I going to say? I was going to say for you, it sounds like you probably already like so empathetic that you literally put yourself in people's shoes and you're giving, over giving. And it sounds like you just need a balance. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's what it is, a balance of doing it. And it's not always like I'm expecting anything in return. It's just like, at some point you do want a circle, like people that like I scratch your back, you scratch mine, type ordeal.
But you have to go be in people with that's like you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you know this person is not, every relationship should be an equal exchange. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
they be wearing poker faces. It's like I be thinking it's the person, but then you know
Yeah.
it's like, girl, I would not thought, just like with your bridesmaid, you would not have thought maybe she would do that. And it's just like I done put all of this in
Yeah.
us, and it's like I would not thought you would have been the person that you turned out to be.
yeah.
You know what I started learning is listen to your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you meet people, within the first 30 seconds, you have already made up in your mind who they are based off what you see.
Mm-hmm.
But don't go based off that.
Mm-hmm.
Go based off of your gut. Like that feeling, that intuition, whatever's inside of that. Like I've literally, while I was going through healing, I was meeting like new women. And I'm like, oh baby, this is gonna be your bestie. Like we're locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, I would get like this strange feeling, and I'm like, what is this? And I would bring it to therapy. And my therapist, I'm like, I have this strange feeling, and I can't really explain what it is, but I'm feeling like this, and I would describe it to her, and then she would be like, okay, then maybe you need to take a step back. Don't speed head straight into it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pay attention to that, with whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
And I started paying attention. And then that's when I would be like, oh, eventually it would reveal itself.
Mm-hmm.
A month from now, 6 months from now, it's like, oh, that's what that was. Now imagine had I spearheaded how I usually do every relationship,
Mm-hmm.
right? I would be back again, the same cycle with a different girl.
Mm-hmm.
Or the same, you know? Like, and even like with like when meeting my husband, he's like the first man that I met that I had to like listen to my intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Because after going through like all this trauma, I was like, okay, this new person, I was very apprehensive. But you know, with men, it's very easy to like put your guard up after a couple of days, you know, after meeting a couple guys, you're like, okay, girl, these men give you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, as women, we don't necessarily do that with each other.
Right.
But with men, we be like, girl, if y'all giving a lot, it's just too much going on.
And why is that? Like, why can you do that for the man, but not for the sister?
Because it's like,
Because you
crazy.
expect people self-project. You expect them to be as good as you
Yes.
are automatically.
yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that
And
is
so that's literally like with men, I was able to click quicker because I was like, hold on now, y'all, it's giving a lot, and I learned a lot quicker at a really young age. Like, okay, girl, I don't know. And so with my husband, I was giving him this, I don't know what you do. Like, okay, he good, okay. And I was like really paying attention to my gut. Like, if she fell off, I would have left back door. And she was always like, okay, there's no red flag. We're streaming. But with women, I was just kind of like, we locked?
Right.
We're
Let's
girls.
go. Yeah.
We're girls.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was like, okay, no, you have to deal with everyone.
Yeah.
It's not just about a man. It's not just about a romantic relationship. It's about everything, even at work.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like your boss is taking advantage of you?
Yeah.
right.
Because whatever that feeling is, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Don't get to explaining it when you get home. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So stop making it.
Yeah, something else.
Yeah.
Even in the book, I talk about being a doormat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that what you want to give?
Mm-hmm.
Because then being a doormat, it doesn't matter how much you lay down, people will continue to walk on you.
Yes. People do exactly what you allow them to do. You're saying, this is how I treat me, so this is how you can treat me.
Yes.
Yeah.
But how do you balance it as far as when someone do treat you bad, you got to make sure you're carrying on because that's what you want to do and not having to prove a point. Because I think sometimes when people like reject us or like you said, we're their doormat, we feel like we got to do it now to prove a point.
Yeah.
And like we kind of get lost. Like, and that's when we speed, like you said, we just rush through the
Yeah.
process because now we're not chasing our vision. We're chasing like revenge or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like we have to like make sure that we stay leveled in the mind, like just keep focused on that and not trying to prove to anybody that it can be done, but only to yourself.
Yes. Well, my advice would be, first, be honest about what took place. Like, Because I used to be a little delusional. We go home like, nah, she ain't really throw no shade. She did.
Yeah,
Mm.
I know, right? That was shade.
That's good.
I like that.
First, be honest, and then once you're honest, sit with those feelings.
Yes.
Because if she threw shade and she did hurt your feelings, or let's say your boss did overstep, like how did that make you feel?
Yeah.
And then once I sit with my feelings and I examine it, and I like to talk to myself. I talk about that in the book too. I know a lot of people don't talk to themselves, but I like to talk to myself to be like this is how I'm feeling, because now you can differentiate between the outside world and what's going on within.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that is forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Like forgiveness is releasing something that you're not gonna get. You may never get an apology. You may never get the person to acknowledge whatever took place.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta take an L for that. And I know it hurts, and I know that it's heavy, because like, why do I have to take an L for it? I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that came into my life wrecking everything. But part of forgiveness is taking an L for what the person did, not because you're really taking the L, but because you're releasing yourself from their prison of you.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't take the L, you're going to stay in prison to that person. You're going to stay chained to that person. And somehow that person puppeteers every decision that you make in the future. Because you can meet somebody who's genuine in the future and they're just having a bad day. But because of what you went through, 3 months ago, now you spazzing out on this person.
Mm-hmm.
And that person that did whatever they did to you back then is still affecting your decisions today.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're your puppet master. And it's like you forgive them so that you can be free of their prison. You don't carry somebody else's trauma. You let them carry their own trauma.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And so within forgiveness, it allows you to release yourself from their trauma.
It's funny that you said that, because like I hear a lot, when you meet someone and they could have gone through something in their childhood, but it always comes up. Like their actions is always a reaction from something that happened in their past. And you're like, at what point do you move on? But I don't know, like, how it made you feel. But do you want to keep reliving that? Like, especially if you keep hearing it all the time. Like, well, this happened in my past, so that's why I do this. Or like, at what point do you get over that?
And some people haven't healed from that thing. I mean, they haven't healed from that thing yet, and that's why it's still triggering them. But like you said, you got to sit in it. And a lot of people, they think sit in it, that I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna think about it. No, you have to literally let it go through your whole body. Like you if you think about like some trauma or something that you've been through, if you sit and think about it and you get that knot in your chest. Some people just get that knot in their chest and they just stop there. Yeah. But it can literally go into your stomach and then go through your body and then you release it. And that's how it's supposed to be. Yes. But some people only, because those emotions are so hard, it's painfully emotionally and they don't want to feel it. So they don't go through the whole healing process. They just go through a little bit of it. Mm-hmm. So that is why like it'll come back around and it'll trigger them. Come back around and trigger them. Mm-hmm. But
because sometimes you're like, is this an excuse now at this point, or are you really stuck?
They're still stuck.
They're still in prison.
Yes.
And they are not released from whatever it is. And like you were saying, honestly, sit in it, let it go through your gut, let it go through everything and release it. Mm-hmm. Because from that release, you can learn a lesson.
Yes.
From that release, you can be wiser.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to pain you forever. Like I have like some of the worst. I've been through a lot of like trauma when it has come to relationships. Like I even have like really bad dating stories. Mm-hmm. But like when I tell the dating stories, like, I'm not holding on to the ex. Mm-hmm. It happened. Mm-hmm. What took place. It's fine. Mm-hmm.
We all have.
I wish you the best.
Right.
I don't wish death on you because how am I going to allow you to hold me hostage? Now you're going to ruin my future. You're going to ruin my ability to find a good man. You're going to ruin my ability to live a prosperous life because of something you did 10 years ago. I can't do that. Mm-hmm. So it's time to let you go. Mm-hmm. In my heart, in my spirit, in my soul.
Yes.
Some people can't let go either. Like that's a big step. Just letting go. Like it's hard, I know, sometimes to just let go. But the
when you
feeling
think
of relief.
it's hard, then you make it hard.
Mhm.
A lot of things are dictated by your thoughts too. Like if you think this is hard, or if you think they view me as this, so you got to be very mindful about your thoughts and what you're thinking about yourself and other people too.
Mhm.
If you think automatically like these people like me, first of all, you should think everybody loves you. Because if you see yourself as God sees you, everybody loves me. I don't know. That's just my mindset and how I think. So yeah.
Now I've gotten better at that though. Like now I'm telling you, my mindset is, look, life is life for everybody.
Yeah.
But it keeps going. And like I can't let anybody or anything stop me because I'm still not where I want to be.
Yeah.
So like I understand that you may have all these things going on or inner issues, but I can't let it come into my space because I got somewhere I'm headed.
Yes.
And I don't have nothing for you but some good advice.
Yes.
I might can refer you to somebody that may help you, but I no longer allow nobody to stop my flow.
I'm not
Yes.
your savior.
I'm not your savior. No,
I
can't save you.
You can save
You can save right, but I'm busy. Like they say,
Yeah.
booked and busy, and
Yes.
that's like kind of where I want to be.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not me being mean or you say having empathy for you. I'm focused and like, who's to say God is not? He don't have a hold of me, and he has me in this, like, on this path.
And
like,
don't you feel bad for it either.
No.
And that's what I'm working on that. I was like, look, I can't feel bad for doing me.
Yeah.
Never.
Right.
And it's like, there are times when it's okay to be selfish, and there are times when it's okay to be selfless.
Mm-hmm.
So just being able to gauge, and like I've learned to, give freely. Like I don't expect anything back from you. But the times if I do feel like if I give this to you, I'm going to expect something from you, I say no.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the times when I feel like the price is too high.
Yes.
I can't give this to you.
Yes.
I like that. The price is too high.
Right.
It's too high,
Girl, there's a lot of prices too high. I have experienced a lot of high prices, honey.
Yes.
Man, look, I'm telling you, they want a miracle from you. Like, what is going on?
And those are the times that you say, no.
Yes.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be disrespectful about it. I'm not mad. I don't have a grudge. It's just no. I can't pay for this.
Yeah.
You got to pay for it. And in learning that, I learned that I have so much peace because now if I give you something, I'm not expecting anything back in return from you.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also allows you to see just people for who they are. It's just people, well, I'm not going to say some people, but we are all broken to a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
You're dealing with broken people, you're broken. And you know what? It just is what it is sometimes.
Yeah. People gonna people.
People gonna people. And when I release people of those expectations that I have in my head, it's so much freedom. Because it's like, okay, I can't expect you to act and behave how I behave.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't know no better.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have the capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't have the spiritual or emotional capacity. Maybe you don't have the emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay. I have to protect myself.
That's right. And sometimes I feel like people just attach themselves to you because they want to be you sometimes. Be in your shoes or have what you have. Like,
and don't know the price.
Don't even know. It's just like, you come in, you go in the shop for a bag and you don't know anything about this bag, but you're just there just to be nosy or just be in the know or be close to this person. So it's like, it's not authentic. So like, I have to be very careful in authenticity of from people.
Yes.
I don't know what your agenda is. Like everybody seems like, hey, like say you're a suspect until you're proven innocent. Like that's how I feel. Like you are a suspect until proven innocent in my book.
And what I learned in prayer and also what I learned with like intimately walking with God outside of like church, just outside of just like regular religious activities, is like he has like these lenses that can see everything. There have been times when I've met certain people and God is like, no. I'm like,
instantly. Like,
no, what you mean no? Like I just hear them, I feel like no. Or, somebody will say something to me and I'll hear she's lying. Who lying? But you can't say who lying because you're gonna look crazy like you're talking to yourself. And it's like, okay. And it's like he has these lenses and he helps you filter out people. And that's
Yes,
why I always
I think the
encourage
more
people.
spiritual you are, the higher your discernment is.
Yes. So I always encourage people to, like, you know, dig into who God is, because he really is your eyes and ears for things. And so as he's like guiding you through life, like he can save you from a lot of things, because let's be honest, the enemy uses people. Those are the weapons formed against you. When you think about weapons formed against you shall not prosper, girl, it's the people. It's the people. Because it's like the enemy's not going to throw no missile from the sky.
Yeah.
He might use your mama. He might use your kids. He
Why?
might use your husband.
Anybody.
He might use your dog. You don't know. So it's like just being able to gauge like whatever the Holy Spirit is telling you, and being able to be like, oh, it's not safe right now. You know?
Yeah.
And like trusting him to be your eyes and ears, because truthfully we don't know. There's a lot of things in this world that look good. Like that looks like this is a good idea. It's a good business idea. It's a good plan. This is a good business partner. They have everything lined up, and it's poison. They finna put you in bankruptcy. For the next 5 years of your life, you finna be out here fighting financially for everything. Because they got so many covenants in their bloodlines, and you are finna suffer for it. So you need help. You need guidance. You need the Holy Spirit to tell you, you can't see what I can see in the spirit realm.
Right.
It's a no. It's a no.
So
And some people don't understand your process.
Exactly.
Like I just feel like, and they see you, and you may start on something, and you may fail at it a couple times.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that it's going to succeed. It's not going to succeed eventually. It's just that you're going through the process. Like, and some people just like, they're so quick to like, girl, what you're doing, you're doing too much, and all of that. Like they don't understand. And like you said, I'm ambitious. When you are ambitious, like I don't think anybody understands what that means. Like you can't stop if you want it. It's something. It is. It's hunger. So like you're gonna keep going, and like you don't necessarily want to hear everybody saying, well, you can't do it, and you're doing too much. It can't be done. Like none of that. Like you gotta understand your process.
Exactly. And people gotta understand that everybody's destiny is different. So everybody has different gifts. So it's like this person is a good business person. You may be a good hairstylist. You may not understand that ambition, that hunger that person has. You can't tell them they can't do this because you couldn't do it, or because you wouldn't be able to do it, or because you can't see how it's done. That's not your calling.
Right.
That's their calling.
But the thing about it is, everybody are not visionary. So your vision that you have for yourself, like if you're still seeing yourself as God see you, the vision is not for everybody. It's just for you and whomever, you know, the vision is for. So it's not for everybody. So I try not to, right. So I try not to internalize what other people think. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you think that's on you, but this is what I know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was so good. I love this. So tell people, where can they get the book?
So this book, actually, you can get it on my website, Honey.Yourehere.shop, or you can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, anywhere they sell books.
Yes.
Just listen.
Wow.
It's available.
And we have an extra book. We are going to give this book away for who you want to give it to? The first person who comments, or
that's a good question. Who should we give
well,
it
y'all
to?
have 2 books.
Okay.
We actually have 2.
So we got 2. So what? The first person who comment, and I don't know.
So we'll do the first person who comment, then we'll come up with the second one. We're gonna kind of like something cute. Make it.
Look, stay updated on our social media so you can see how we're gonna give away.
Maybe we should do a spontaneous book giveaway announcement, and you gotta follow the page so you can see.
Yes, Straight Up with Starr and Toya on Facebook, Straight Up with Starr and Toya on TikTok and YouTube. So,
all of that.
Yes.
Danielle, do you have a favorite chapter?
My favorite chapter. Let me see.
It's like I see so many good topics. Good Lord, this hit home. Okay.
I have a lot of favorite chapters. I really do.
I think there's a lot of good ones too.
I think that one of my favorite chapters is chapter 21, Femininity is an Art Form, Master It. Because a lot of times we like to downplay our femininity. And it can open a lot of doors for you. Not in a sexual way, but in a way like, who is this woman? Like, girl, you walked in here, done shifted the whole room, right?
Girl, I can't wait to read it. And you know what? I might have to have you back on here once I read this. We might have to dig into some stuff. Yeah, we might have to dig into some more stuff.
That would be so good because I want to hear from women. Like, what do y'all think? Like, what did this trigger for y'all? Like, what's going on? Let's get into it.
So y'all read the book and comment like your thoughts about it, like something that you can connect to or relate to. Like, let Danielle know how you feel. You know, because this was definitely a relatable conversation.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's definitely more. You can reach. Well, you can. How do we
follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me.
Yes, give us a shout out of your social medias.
Well, you can follow me on TikTok, Honey.Yourehere. You can also follow me on Instagram, Honey.Yourehere, and YouTube. I have a YouTube page, Honey.Yourehere, where we discuss a lot of topics. And then also, you know, I set my website, Honey.Yourehere.shop. So it's all basically Honey.Yourehere. And it's just kind of what the brand is, not really a brand, but what it's trying to create a community of women where we all come together and we can gather, and eventually, you know, I host like retreats and like wellness things, and like I want to be able to offer this city something that's more than just party and honey glazed chicken and waffles. You know, like
I heard that.
I love it. Well, let us know when, you know, you do the retreat, because I love stuff like that.
Absolutely. Let us know. Are you working on any new projects?
Yeah, so I am working, like I mentioned, a retreat. I would like to do a retreat. I mean, I don't really know when. I'll let you guys know when the dates will be. I am working on, you know, trying to grow a community, like having different women on. And that's another thing, like the previous guest, I was like really blown away on how she was able to build a platform like that, because it kind of motivated me, because I was intimidated about how do I build a wellness platform for women where women can like truly internally heal? Like, who's gonna come? Like, what's going on?
And women.
Yes,
we all there.
And I'm hearing her talk, and I'm like, it can be done. It's possible. You know? And so that is really the trajectory of growing a platform of women where we have more level-headed, grounded women, more confident women.
Absolutely. And stop worrying about numbers, like the number of people or the number of views. Like, worry about, like, getting somebody connecting with someone here. Like, you don't have to worry about if it's 5 people at the retreat. Like, those 5 people need to be there, and it's gonna go from there.
But you know, marketing is what I do.
Of course, you got Inland Graphics.
I will help you. I didn't know that's something that, you know, you wanted to do, but I've literally built like maybe I might be over like 200 social media pages for my clients right now, and I build their pages. So we'll have to connect about that.
Definitely. Yeah, Portia's the one-stop shop.
I'm a visionary. I know nothing about marketing.
Yes. Oh wow. I got you.
Structures. I can curate events.
Okay.
Like, we just did a book, when I did the book launch in September, it wasn't just a book launch about talking about the book. We was like, listen, we finna open up some stuff. We opened up some can of worms. He was crying. You know, it was a lot going on. And I was like, listen.
A whole healing session.
Listen, this is what we're doing.
Yes.
This is what we're doing. Because I don't just want you to come to my events, my wellness retreats, and you leave. Because it's 3 days. And I don't just want you to leave on the 3rd day. And it's just kind of like, you know.
Right.
Yes, we're going to connect on that. I got you.
I'm definitely interested in one of the retreats.
All right. Well, look out for our next episode of Straight Up with Starr and Toya.
Yes. Let us know what y'all think about this episode, and make sure you follow Danielle and read Things I Wish My Mother Taught Me.
I wish my mother taught me.
Yay.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.